My guest today is Mr. Uche Igbonacho. He's the founder and CEO of Paybymint, a unique, diverse, and innovative platform that aims to help online businesses create payment solutions. Hello, Uche. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Rene.
Good.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I've always looked forward to being on your show. I always watch it on TV, so I guess it's my turn.
Yes. Are we ready to begin?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. So, your company is built upon the premise of powering modern payment through NFT. For those who don't know what an NFT is, could you briefly explain?
Okay, briefly, I'm going to see how I can put it in a brief way. But NFTs, are being adopted, globally now. NFT stands for non-fungible token. They are, digital assets that can be exchanged for any other thing. Unique digital assets that are built on, smart contracts on the blockchain that can be, exchanged for anything. It's unique and it has registration on the blockchain. Just like crypto, the way crypto is, you can actually exchange one cryptocurrency, like one coin for another. But NFTs, you can't exchange it for another. So it's unique to only you.
Okay.
And it's recorded on the blockchain. So the adoption has been really massive of late. You've seen so many artworks, that are going around now. Artists, for example, are no more, focused on, having exhibition centers. Now people are accepting digital assets, and it's really growing. Just for example, the market size in 2021 was $25 billion. 2022 it's $35 billion, and in 2025 it's expected to grow up to $80 billion. So there's mass adoption, and well, let's say it's still in the infancy stage, but we believe we're going to get there. So we just want to be ready for the market. So when it becomes accepted globally, we're fully seated.
Great. That sounds like it's going to be the future. Like,
absolutely.
Physical cash will no longer be accepted, right?
Absolutely. And not just NFTs, but cryptocurrency. It's the future of just payment, decentralized finance, and just a lot going on around the payment systems, when it comes to crypto. And when I heard about, like, the first time in 2013, when I heard about Bitcoin, I knew it was the future of payments. I knew it was the future of money.
Right.
So I took interest in crypto from that time up till now.
Right.
I guess we're here. So
okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I just want to know. I'm curious. This is not one of the questions, but I'm curious to find out from you. So essentially, what you're saying is the whole blockchain thing.
Okay.
Is it like cutting out the middleman then, like a bank to bank? Like somebody would purchase something and the banks would be involved.
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely. It has eliminated the middleman in financial transactions.
But isn't that really public though? Like it's just out there for anyone to find, anyone to see.
Anyone to see the records.
Is that the whole point?
Yeah. Well, like when you go to Etherscan, the records are there on Etherscan. Every transaction that has gone that has taken place on the blockchain is on Etherscan. Just check it and you're going to see all the information there. So it's like an open system now. That's why it's called decentralized. Finance.
Right, but isn't that kind of scary though? Just having all your info out there.
It isn't. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty safe, right?
Yeah, it's safe on the blockchain. Okay. You're sure nothing is going to happen to your information.
Right.
It's there on records.
Okay, and just like everything else, you need a login to get in there and all that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, you don't even need to log in. Once you have the smart contract address, you just put it in there, and everything is an open system.
Okay, but for your personal information, like if you want to put something out there for someone to not be able to access it and make changes, would everyone need an account? Would it be something like that?
Yeah, as long as it's on the blockchain, nobody can make any change to it.
Okay, I see.
It's there, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So my next question for you is, how did the idea of building a company based upon, your premise, how did that come to fruition for you? Is that something that has always piqued your interest? And if so, when did you first realize?
Okay, firstly, I've been this kind of creative guy. This is not actually my first venture. I've tried so many other things, but we've landed here, and we believe the passion I have for this is going to actually, get me to the promised land. But the whole idea of Pay by Mint came to me. I've always been this guy that whenever I kind of make some certain expenses, I always feel like I lost money, like I need to get this money back, one way or the other.
Yeah.
And it's called buyer's remorse. I think about 34% of the general population, experiences buyer's remorse when you buy something, you think you've lost money. I used to have this feeling. I always thought about, okay,
But they say you have to spend money to make money, right?
Absolutely, you have to spend money to make money, but not for investing. These are when you're just buying something, like big splurges or just, going shopping. You feel like you've wasted that money.
Yeah.
You can actually use this money to do something more productive. You
Yeah.
understand? You always have that feeling like, how can I get this money back? I like to save a lot. I like to channel my money in the right places.
Right.
So I thought about it. Like, this is not the first of its kind. We've had, cashback systems where consumers actually get a cashback. What's it called? Coupons, like loyalty cards. We've had the system where businesses try to incentivize or reward their loyal customers one way or the other.
Yes.
So I thought about it. How can we disrupt the system and actually leverage on NFTs to make it better?
Right.
NFTs are everywhere. They're just using arts, pictures and everything, but there's so much more that you can do with
But
NFTs.
I read somewhere that videos too, like you could buy an NBA clip, like a special moment in NBA history.
Absolutely.
I'm like, why would I do that though? Like I can always just access it anywhere. Like
but it's that's why it's unique. It's yours now.
Right.
That's asset.
So would that mean that it wouldn't be out there available anymore once I buy it?
It can be out there, but it is yours. Like you can decide to take it out, or you can decide to lay some claims on anybody who's using it. If you
got it.
When something
kind of like
yours,
a patent thing.
Absolutely.
Right.
So those kind of reward systems, like I was saying, how it came about. I'm like, okay, we can actually leverage on this NFT technology apart from just arts. I believe NFT is just a proof of concept for smart contracts. There's so much you can do with smart contracts coming up in the future, like medical records, even immigration, like having your immigration information on the blockchain. There's just so much. I just thought about it, like NFTs are actually proof of concept for smart contracts. How can we use this to actually improve cashback and loyalty rewards and everything?
Right.
So what Paybymint does is like it helps businesses accept payment from customers. Now, the business accepts this payment through issuing NFTs. So you're paying by minting a fraction of this business's NFT. Now, let's say you bought like a phone that's worth like $500, for example. You pay $500 instead of just walking away. You get the phone and going home and enjoying your phone. Now you're getting a digital asset in exchange. A fraction of that company's digital asset the digital asset is going to grow. The more it grows, the more the fraction you have grows, and you can decide to sell it at any time. So like the receipts you're getting for paying for that product is the NFT digital assets, just to say thank you. Now you have these digital assets. Whenever you feel like selling it and making money, making like passive income, you can sell it on. And one interesting thing about Paybymint is, NFTs have always have this liquidity problem. Like in terms of, like I have a couple of NFTs that I actually purchased. But when I want to sell them, who am I going to sell them to? Like, it looks like I'm getting stuck with my NFTs. So that's one liquidity issue that it's there on the NFT space. So how we tackle this is that, okay, when you get that digital asset and you want to sell it, who's going to buy it? Like, it's just a token from this company, right? Now, what we've done is that other buyers are going to buy things from that merchant. Is going to purchase your NFT from you, that one. So once you list it for sale, like you don't want to hold it anymore, you list it for sale, it's going to be purchased by other other customers are coming to buy something.
Right.
So instead of buying directly from the company anymore,
Mm-hmm.
they're now purchasing from you. You're now a secondary seller.
Mm-hmm.
So we have created that market for it. Like
Right.
there is buying, there is selling, it's busy.
Right.
Yeah. So instead of I mean, the merchant is not going to create more NFTs. If not, it's going to cause inflation.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just let it be scarce so that the people who have purchased from you can be able to sell as secondary sellers and make profit. So it's the cycle just keeps going and going. It's just like the merchant has his own currency. You know, I know Amazon, some companies have tried to create their own currency in the past. You know, so yeah, so that's it. It's more like, you know, crypto economics. Yeah. So
Oh, interesting. So that leads to my next question. So who is your base clientele?
Okay. We're mostly B2B, business to business, and B2C customers, but we focus more on, you know, businesses. We're starting with businesses that actually accept cryptocurrency. Like I know Etsy, for example. Yeah, we're not working with Etsy directly, but we have some of Etsy customers because Etsy actually gives you this opportunity to be able to accept your payment. It's not like Amazon that accepts payments and pay you. So you have your payment channel at Etsy, you know. So we have some customers on Etsy that are using our system, you know. So I mean, they create an NFT, a MetaMask wallet account, digital wallet account, and once their customers pay and mint their NFT, they get their money in crypto. They can either decide to liquidate it or leave it there to grow in value. And
But like you said, it's unique to every customer, right?
Yeah,
even if someone steals it, they can't use it, right?
Yeah, they can't use it. Well, you know what we're doing is we're using NFT fractionalization. You know, so it's one NFT. The merchant creates one big NFT, then the customers pay by minting a fraction of that NFT that is equivalent to their bill.
Got it.
Like, so you're getting, when you buy a retail, you purchase something of $100, you're getting $100 worth of NFT. You can decide to keep it to yourself.
Right.
The more customers pay, the more the value of that your fraction grows higher.
It's kind of like, it sounds a little bit like bidding.
Yeah, I mean, the whole demand and supply. It's just crypto economics.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Paybymint. Wow.
So
how
it
did you come up with that?
Yeah, it means you're
so
paying.
Clever.
You're paying by minting. Yeah, you know, before I came up with that name, I had different names actually. But I thought about it like this just shows what we're doing. I wasn't really crazy about Paybymint, but I don't want to start this system and a different company will go on, because whichever company wants to replicate the same thing, because we're the first in the world that is doing this.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
Whichever company that is trying to replicate the same thing can't use Paybymint.
Right.
But the whole system is Paybymint.
Right.
You know, but we've taken the name like the generic. We've
Yeah.
taken the generics,
Yeah.
So that was why I just, you know,
Wow.
took Paybymint.
Wow, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Thank you.
Okay, so my last question for you is, as it relates to growth potential, where do you see Paybymint in, say, 5 to 10 years?
Okay, mass adoption. We just want to be ready. You know, they say luck is when opportunity meets preparedness. You know, so I just want to, you know, position Paybymint in a place where crypto is still blowing. It's going to get there. It hasn't been adopted massively, so mass adoption, everybody's going to start, you know, moving to decentralized finance and cryptocurrency. That's what we believe. You know, ignore the volatility right now. Yeah, but
I'm not gonna lie to you. I did a bit of research before I came on here, because I had no idea what any of this was.
Yeah, it's general about every market. You know, from the start to general. Yeah. So, but we believe by the time it's balanced, we'll be ready for the market. We'll be fully. We just started. We've done.
So pretty soon you'll be able to offer courses on the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you guys will be experts.
Yeah, but that's not in our milestone right now. Yeah, we can, but that's not in our milestone right now. Our focus right now is to, you know, get into the market.
Of course,
get
definitely.
mass adoption, get stores, people to start using the product, use it to accept payments. Then we intend to, right now we're using Ethereum as our main coin, although we just recently switched to Matic because Ethereum is a little bit expensive because of gas fee, you know, so we thought it would be too expensive for Australia now that we're just starting. It would be too expensive for consumers, so we decided to move to layer 2 and Polygon layer 2 systems on layer 2 infrastructures on the blockchain.
Okay.
So we're using Polygon now. So we're using Matic, which is really not too high, very, very cheap gas fees. So transactions can actually start going on. But in the next maybe 3 to 4 years, 4 to 5 years, we should have our own coin, the Polina coin.
Ooh.
Yeah, so instead of using Ethereum, we're now using our own coin.
Okay.
You know, yeah, our own tokens. You know, by then we'll have gained the trust of our customers and yeah, so yeah, well, I believe we'll grow. Yeah, we'll get there.
That all sounds
Thank you.
absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
So now I'm just gonna ask that you give everyone your social media handles.
Okay, I'm gonna give Paybymint social media handle. My personal handle is Uche Igbonacho, at Uche Igbonacho for Instagram, you know, Facebook and LinkedIn. Then social media handles for Paybymint is Paybymint for Twitter, at Paybymint for Instagram, at Paybymint for LinkedIn. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, there you have it, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, whatever it is you have to do so you don't miss any content. All right, you take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.
All right. Thank you for having us, Rene.
Welcome.
Yeah.